Hello everyone and welcome to our reading project. Today we are going to read one of the most incredible stories ever about Hetty Robinson, who was the richest woman in America in her time. Okay, I suggest to start with reading of the key words that are really important when you read this exact story. You can see that the translation is in Russian, so if you're a Russian speaker, it will be much easier for you to get the meaning of these certain words. Are you ready to pronounce them? Let's go. Which? Wall Street. Financial. Account. To inherit. Fortune. Stock exchange. Genius. Mean. Minutes. To include. Miser. Sand. Porridge. Pie. Bottom. Druggist. Medicine. Well, this is it with this part of the keywords. So now we are going to the second one, which is on the next page. Ready? Property tax. To cost. Stocks and shares. To complain. Trade. Unfortunate. Free. Unfortunately. To refuse. To amputate. Eventually. To take revenge. Argument. Price. Stroke. Chamber pot. Diamond. That's it. So now we are done with the keywords. Now let's read this amazing and incredible story, The Witch of Wall Street. Hetty Robinson learned all about money when she was very young. At the age of 6, she could read the financial pages of the newspaper to her father and grandfather. At 8, she opened her first bank account with the few dollars family members gave her as presents. When her father died, she inherited $7 million. When she herself died in 1916, she left a fortune of almost $100 million to her 2 children. Hetty made her money on the New York Stock Exchange. She was a financial genius. She made money so easily that people called her the Witch of Wall Street. But although she was the richest woman in America in her time, she was very mean. Her meanness made her a legend. She was even included in the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's greatest miser. She counted every cent and she spent as little as possible. She ate mostly porridge and pies that cost 5 cents. She spent almost nothing on clothes and wore the same long black dress every day. She washed it herself, but to save money on soap, she only washed the bottom of the dress, where it touched the ground. When a druggist once told her that a bottle of medicine cost 10 cents because the bottle cost 5 cents, Hetty went home and brought her own bottle. Hetty Robinson didn't own a house because she didn't want to pay property taxes, so she lived in cheap hotels. Other people had their own offices, but Hetty used a desk in the bank where she kept her money because it didn't cost anything. She sat in the bank and ate her pies while she bought and sold stocks and shares. If the bank complained, she just moved all her money to another bank. When Hetty was 33 years old, she met Edward Green, a tall and handsome man who had made his own money in trade. Hetty and Edward got married and had 2 children, Ned and Sylvia. Green, however, soon lost all his money, so Hetty left him. After leaving her unfortunate husband, Hetty became even meaner than she had been. When her son, Ned, broke his leg, Hetty didn't want to pay for a doctor, so she took him to a free hospital for poor people. Unfortunately, the doctor knew that Hetty was rich and he asked for money. Hetty refused and took the boy away. Ned's leg didn't get better, and 2 years later doctors had to amputate it. But eventually Ned took his revenge. At the age of 81, Hetty had an argument with the shop assistant about the price of a bottle of milk. She became so angry that she had a stroke and died. So Hetty's meanness finally killed her. Ned inherited half his mother's fortune, and he spent it all on parties, holidays, and expensive houses and cars. He even bought a chamber pot covered with diamonds. Well, this is the end of the story about Hetty Robinson. Did you enjoy reading it? I hope that you really enjoy this story and you are not as mean as Hetty Robinson was. Have a great day, take care, stay safe, and see you next videos. Bye.